Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mountaineer Athletics podcast on the Mountaineer. My name is Jaden Harper. I am the school's sports reporter, and this is our second episode of the podcast. So, fall sports has wrapped up. Successful year for most of those fall sports, but now we move on to the winter. So, today in this podcast, I will be talking to the wrestling coach, Mr. Richmond, and Coach El-Bassiouni of basketball. So make sure to stay tuned for that. First, we will be talking to Coach Richmond for wrestling. Thank you, Coach Richmond, for coming in today. So I want to ask you a couple questions first. How are you feeling going into the season?
So we had lost quite a bit last year to graduation. We had over a dozen seniors total on our team last year that graduated, and we are looking to fill the holes that were left by our graduating seniors. At this point, we have some real solid returnees, and we have several students who were strong contributors for the junior high program and the JV program who are looking to hopefully move up and make an impact at the varsity level. But the talent in the room is very solid. We will need to fill all of our 13 weights, and we'll need to fill a few holes in the lineup, but it should be a strong year.
So building off of that, who do you think could be a breakout wrestler this year for the team?
Well, Zach Berwick is a two-time returning district place winner who's looking to make a run toward the individual state tournament and the state medal this year. Hunter Brown took sixth in the Northeast Regional, so he was a round away from qualifying for the state championships last year. So we're looking to build off of that. And Jack Jasanowicz was our strongest freshman performer last year. He won 17 or 18 bouts, and he's going to be an anchor at 107 in the lineup, with a full year of varsity competition. So he could make a strong run at the PIAA state tournament. And then Zion Essington and Alex Ball should be strong contributors toward the top of the lineup at 215 and heavyweight. And we're looking for Eamon Solev and Amir Sohail and Eric Wozniak to fill a role, some roles in the middle as strong contributors, as seniors.
So what is the preparation like for the team going into the year after building the roster?
So pretty much it is a lot of technical instruction about the tactics of the sport, the technique, different moves and series and things that pretty much teach kids how to score points, how to attack. We spend a lot of time conditioning. We want to make sure that we are always intense, we are always in the opponent's face, and we are always a better conditioned team. So we're simply able to take a team that may be a little more talented than us, and we can really kind of take them to their mental breaking point in the course of a match. And that is how we have been successful here over about the last decade.
So your first match in next week against Boca Mountaineer, a team that, as a district and especially wrestling, we are very familiar with. So how do you plan being the first match of the year, getting the team ready, and being prepared and trying things out for the first time?
Simply, we'll have the mentality that we're looking to score points. We're looking to put our opponents on their back. We're looking to be physical. We are looking to control the mat, control the circle, and really force the other team to pretty much quit while they're on the mat.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, and have a great season.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach El-Bassiouni, for taking the time to be with us. So first, after a heartbreaking loss Friday night, how do you look to help the team rebound tonight in a game against Easton?
Well, thanks for having me on, Jaden. Really, we have no other choice, right? The season moves on. Still early in the season. It doesn't help anyone to dwell on what happened on Friday. You just have to do your best to learn from it. To learn, kind of the reasons why that happened, and just try to fix it for the next game.
So you guys have played a lot of close games this year, and it's really been a matter of points, winning or losing. So how do you look to clean that up, whether that's on turnovers or free throws or whatever against Easton tonight?
You hit the nail on the head. We definitely, the games that we've lost really have come down to, really beating ourselves, to be honest. being turning the ball over and just not being more careful with the ball and just not knocking down our free throws. It's something we continue to work on. It's been for the last 2 years, it's been a struggle of ours, and it's something we continue to focus on, both of those areas. And every day in practice, it's something that we're working on. So just trying to figure out what we can do to finally get it to click that we need to be better at the ball.
So, considering that this is your second season as the head coach of the team, what last year's experience, how did that help you for this year and learning from this season from last year?
Well, I mean, me personally, on a personal level, it was, going into last year, there were so many outside things, not having to do specifically with basketball stuff on the court that needed to be taken care of, from a program level and getting things set up, all the way from fifth grade basketball up through varsity that were really important to me. Whereas this year, all that is kind of set up, it's in place. We've kind of set the culture of the program, and we're able to just focus more on, just basketball, which is important to me. I had the same core group of guys that we had last year. We really started to improve towards the end of the year last year, and we had a pretty good summer. And I was optimistic about the start of the season. But as you've seen, some of the same issues that kind of creeped up that really hurt us last year are hurting us still right now. So we got to find a way to clean that up if we're going to be successful this year.
So, last question. Like you said, you brought back a lot of guys from last year, but a lot of those guys are going to be graduating in the summer. So, is there a breakout player that you're looking at this year, considering like looking at the future for next year and beyond?
I don't know if I want to name a specific player, but I can tell you that we're really excited about the younger group that we have coming through the program. From like 7, 8, 9. It's this really solid group of basketball players that we're looking forward to seeing them grow and become varsity basketball players at some point.
All right. Thank you, Coach El-Bassiouni, for taking time to talk to us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, Jaden. I appreciate it.
Again, thank you to Coach El-Bassiouni and Coach Richmond for giving their time to talk to me in this podcast. Remember to watch every month. We'll be back in January with our next podcast. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm Jaden Harper, and we will see you in the next podcast.